Today our chimes are the sounds of nature in my backyard. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Qigong for Health and Wellness. Today is day 9 of 14. We are Our intention for these 14 days is for stress relief, to learn practices that we can do to help ourselves to release stress during the day. So we can do this practice together, which starts our day in a calm and centered and aligned position. Hi, June. And then you can go back and do any of the practices that we did today or any of the other days to help you when you feel like you're going out, you're drifting out of center. Hi, Joanne. All right, so this is our chimes for today. So let's take a minute and be peace. So standing, sitting, or lying down, bend your knees, your shoulders soften. Close your eyes and bring your hands into prayer position. Put a smile on your face. Breathe any which way that feels right for you right now, and feel the connection of Mother Earth running through you, untying any knots. Bend your knees a little bit. Feel the sun above your head in the center of the universe, like this unbelievably warm and loving sun, and it's sending down beams of peace. And so with the peace coming from the earth and the universe, allow yourself to saturate yourself with peace for a minute. Okay, here we go. Let the peace just melt and release any anxiety, any anger, any depression, anything you no longer need, as we start to bounce from the knees and release our arms down. So today we are going to do the healing movement breathing of the universe. And that one's for the heart system. So right now we're just bouncing, and you can do this standing, sitting, or lying down. Anything you can't do physically, just use your visualization and feel it. And when you're doing it physically, feel it too. You want to feel all as alive and connected to every part of our body as we can. So first, just let your shoulders soften, just hanging down without any tension. And then, as if a little breeze comes up, bring your elbows up and out a little bit. Just a little bit is fine. And then that breeze separates your fingers as well. Breathe in through the nose, breathe out through the mouth. Breathe in through the nose. Slowly, deeply, gently, let any tension that might still be left release out. Breathe out through the mouth as long as you possibly can. And allow yourself to trust that your body is going to breathe back in for you again. And just observe that breathing in and out. You don't have to control it. Let's take our hands over our head. Let your hands flap at the wrists. Think of all the wonderful things you're going to do today. Driving, hugging someone, whatever, maybe kneading some dough that you're going to do with your hands and your wrists and your arms. So just let those wrists have no tension and your hands are just flapping. And then we'll take our hands down slowly and we'll go side to side. And you can look or you can have your eyes closed. If you're looking, see everything smiling at you. Let yourself close your eyes if that's comfortable too. As we just let our arms swing, we slowly release. Let's say hi to everybody. Hi to Lily and Lynn and Martha and Isabel. And again to Joanne and June. Awesome. And everybody out there who's doing it at any time. Soften, soften, soften. Let's just breathe up some energy from nature. And let yourself feel the morning opening up for you. And if this is evening, then let it feel that it doesn't matter, whatever you want. It's the feeling of being renewed, of allowing yourself to soften, to say, let's put all those worries and concerns in my to-do list, which I've changed to a get-to-do list. That seems to work better with my brain and emotions. And we put them in a basket. Because right now it's all about connecting ourselves, body, mind, spirit, soul. All right, let's do shoulder shrugs. So we'll lift the shoulders up to the ears, but we're not using tension. So if you move, you swing like this, your arms should just swing. If they're going like this, you're holding them, then soften again, and then lift them up. And then we take our head and we lean back, we scrunch back a little bit, tip of the tongue touching the roof of the mouth, behind the front teeth. Okay, so it was all blue here when I started. Release the shoulders, head comes up. We got some nice dark clouds heading over. So if I zoom inside, that's just because it started to rain. No worries. And pull the shoulders down. All right, and then shoulders lift up, head goes back. Make sure you still have a bend in your knees. Scrunching back like you're gluing your head directly onto the shoulders. Keep breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Let your tongue touch the roof of the mouth as you do this, even when your head is back. Release your shoulders and pull the shoulders down. Shoulders come up, head goes back. Breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth. Can you feel relaxed while your shoulders are up? Just because they're just lifted up. You're not stretching, you're not straining. Release the shoulders down and let them pull as if a magnet in the ground is just saying, oh, let's just hold on to those and release. All right. Now we're going to continue with the cupping and tapping and capping. The cupping and tapping. There we go. Okay. So tap the. So here I'm going to come up a little bit more. See your eyes, right? You got this nice eye socket here, and you want to tap here. And you can use your knuckles too, but my glasses are too big, so I'm kind of going a little bit under to hit that spot. Hi, Dorothy. And then the beginning of the eyebrows. And then we cup the top of our head. And we cup the base of our head. And we come down to the C7. That's a bump at the base of the neck. And you can do a pinch and release, or you can do any kind of massage. You can use one hand or two hand. We don't want to cup that area a little bit too much, yeah, to do that there. All right. And now we are going to clap to stimulate the heart. Make sure you're actually clapping. Make some noise. Disturb your neighbor. Cup the inside of the left elbow and then the right. Go underarm and cup the underarm on the left side. And then the right side. And cup the window of the lungs. Make sure you have a cupped hand, cupped, so not flat. And then the other side. And then let's come to the kidney. And rub with the back of your hands and the palms. And tap your tailbone. And tap your hips. Come down to the knees. Reach around to the back. Take both your hands around your left knee and cup. And the right side. So you can actually see my knees today. I got a bigger background, that's why. How's that? All right, so that was the active exercise. So let's just close our eyes and breathe. And scan your body either from top down or from the feet up or any which way you want to. And just kind of scan. So your eyes are closed, your mind's looking inward, and it's just checking out what your skin at the top of your head feels like, your skull, your brain, your eyes, and all your senses. Your mouth and jaw and tongue and neck and shoulders, and you just feel that gaze going down. You're scanning, and as you scan, you're bringing, let's bring smiley scan down. There's a smile, and there's light, and extra energy you no longer need. It's just gently releasing, transforming, and releasing out to the ends of the universe. Awesome. So let's get into beginning of the universe position. Our feet are shoulder hip distance apart. We bend our knees. Our elbows are out. Our fingers are open. The smiles on our face. I'm feeling like Dorothy right now. There's a bit of a wind. Okay, see if you can hear me. Tuck your chin in. Tip of the tongue touches the roof of the mouth behind the front teeth. Eyes are closed. Breathing in and out through the nose. We feel our body form is balanced. And you could just leave it there. You could just stay like this effortlessly. Just everything's holding itself into place. You're just standing there. And then when that happens, and if it's not quite there yet, you just put that out there that it is, and then that lets the universe tell you that's what you want and your chi. Then we go and look inward and we see the light. Look at the light in the lower dantian. You see a light there, it's gentle, kind of like misty. And then you see, you can move your attention up to the middle dantian, and there's a bright, beautiful, loving light. Just see the light within you. As you breathe in and out, it's getting bigger and bigger, this light. And it encompasses you entirely. What if that was the case? Let it be the case for you. We're connected to the earth, we're connected to the universe, And we have our own sun inside, our own light. Breathing in and out through the nose for the rest of the practice. We say the password, I am in the universe. The universe is in my body. The universe and I combine together. Our smile becomes more deeply throughout our entire body and chi field. We're just a big smile. And then we connect to what's most divine for you, how easy it is, right? To your creator, to your angels, guides, to your family, to what's most important. Maybe it is being out in your backyard. And then we ask for what we want. We want to, hey, not be stressful every day. So stress relief and understanding. What if we asked for understanding so we could recognize when we are getting out of drift? We're drifting out of balance. And then we remember the tools that we're learning here, any tools, any modalities you have. Maybe it's just pulling out that one coffee mug and using that one today. And we pour in every other intention we have. And the universe can take them all, so just pour them on in. And know that we together are supporting each other as well. So we're going to take our hands in front of our lower dantian. So kind of like this. You'll just, you'll bend your elbows and that'll be it. Okay. And so we're standing with our feet shoulder, hip distance apart, bending our knees, breathing in and out through the nose. If you need to watch me now, go ahead, and then you can always close your eyes later. Hi, Christine. Hi, Marlene. And then, so I'll show you the arms first. And of course, if you already know what you're doing, go ahead and do it. And so what you do is you breathe in and you let your elbows guide your hands outward. Nice and slowly, whatever works for you. And what about that sun we're visualizing in the center of our chest, in that middle dantian? What if we breathe in and that sun gets bigger and bigger and bigger? And then when you're ready to breathe out, you let your elbows guide the movement back in. And maybe that sun, that light in the center of your chest gets smaller again. And then we breathe in. Now, if you feel like you want to go slowly and your breath isn't there yet, you can't do it that long, that's okay. Just take extra breaths. No worries. All right, so that's the main one. If you haven't done this before, you might want to just stay there. If this feels good, it's very powerful. Or you could move in to also bending the knees a little bit as you bring your hands out. So as your hands come out, you bend at the knees, lowering the body, and when your hands come back in, you straighten up. Keep some distance between the fingers and keep from locking the knees. All right, and you just do what's perfectly feels good for you, okay? So then when you've got the idea, then close your eyes and we'll do it for another 7 minutes or so. We're breathing in and out through the nose. Soften the shoulders. Spine is straight. Tongue is touching the roof of the mouth. Chin goes back a little bit. And no worries, when you remember that you've gotten off or your breathing is different, that's all right. Just correct. And here's the magical part. Feel joyful. Let memories or visions or ideas of joy run through all your cells, tissues, and organs, and be joy. Can you be joy even for a moment? I did a chi talk some years ago for a spring forest, and and I did it on contentment, and then I'm like, okay, now I got to figure out what contentment means. And so I was going through all the different emotions from the 5-element practice, and we've got happiness, which helps the liver system, joy, which helps heal the heart system, peace, which helps heal the stomach system, contentment, which helps heal the lung system, and gratitude, which helps heal the kidney system. And so I was finding things that it's like, what does that mean to me? What are my experiences? And joy was being at the bus stop when the kids had come home, especially my son John, because he would just run, and then he'd jump up and I'd grab him and swirl around, and that was joy. So I bring that to this movement. How healing is that? What is your joy? When you can use the colors of pinks and reds, you can feel it coming in with every breath, going through all the cells, into them, around them, all the tissues, all the organs. How about if we play for these last 5 minutes as if we are 6 or something? And we just bring in the red and pink light, and we let it find extra energy we no longer need. Now when there's a positive emotion to help to heal, then we don't have to think about what is it we're releasing. And for the heart, it's hatred, rigidity, judgment. And if you start to feel that, and you start to look into that, for many people, it's going to be focused at ourselves. I'm not good enough. I did this wrong. So let's just let the universe heal that. Let's let our heart heal it by bringing in joy. And see how that feels for you today. All right, let's continue, and I'll be quiet for approximately 2 minutes. How about one more breath? A little slower, a little deeper. Feeling what joy feels like in your body. So you can remember it and come back to it when you need it, when you want to feel that way. And then we stop with our hands together, holding that beautiful ball of light, and let's imagine it. Let's imagine it, and we could feel it like touching our palms and our fingers, and you might feel a tingling or a warmth. We'll take a few deep, gentle breaths in through the nose, and then whichever way breathes out for you is best. So just do it, whatever happens. Because if you're breathing in and out through the nose, that's awesome. And if you're breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth, that's awesome too, because that means you've got some stuff to help detoxify. So you release it out through your breath, okay? And now what we're going to do is we're going to bring that chi in. So remember how we harvest the chi? Well, this one's kind of fun to do. So you can go and bring your fingers together and then bring that ball of light. So imagine it, and you're bringing it in and you're feeling it coming into that lower dantian. And then let's massage our abdomen. So we're coming up on the right and down on the left. And behind that, that ball of light is spinning, spinning, spinning faster and faster. It gets smaller and brighter and smaller and brighter and smaller and brighter until it turns into a tiny little energy pill. You tuck it deep behind the navel. Let's continue with this massage. Now this is something Master Lin, hi Susan, and hi everybody. This is something that Master Lin says you can do this in the morning when you wake up. You can do this in the evening. You can do this after or even before any meals. Very, very healing movement. Very, very healing. Okay. And release gently. Okay. So kind of take a breath in and out. Can you feel a difference from when you started today to now? And then we're going to rub our hands together. Open your eyes when you're ready. You can rub between your fingers too. Don't squish them together and make it painful, you know. And then 2 fingers slide up the sides of the nose to the forehead, around the face and down the chin. I hope you could hear me today. You got lots of happy birds out here. Rub your ears top all the way around. Get all the nooks and crannies, and then when you get to your earlobes, pull. Awesome. Then you can stretch out an arm, starting with the left, of course. Bring that happiness. Even faster. Come down the body. We're just tapping. I mean, we're patting really. Each side. And say hello again to your kidneys. Cup in some more kidney chi, energy for your day. You can hang out here for a while if you want. Rub with the back of the hands and the palms. I like have a bazillion little tomatoes. I'm so excited. Tap your tailbone. Tap your hips. Come down to the knees. Cup the tops of the knees. Reach around to the backs. Cup both sides left and right. Awesome. Today, let's come up on the toes and down on the heels. Avoid this if you're pregnant and you know your back, so do what's right for you. But doing this does help our bone density. So, however you're going to do it as gently as you need to, have the intention of strengthening your bone density. Sound good? All right. So one giant 10,000 hand breath in. you bring your hands up from both sides, you start to feel your chi field that you've cultivated. So maybe it's a little hard to pull them up. And then you realize there's 10,000 more hands and arms coming out, and you look up a little bit and you see the universe just pouring down gifts for you and for everything and everyone you encounter. And we bring it down, accept the gifts, accept the responsibility to give as much as you get, as we say, thank you, thank you, thank you. I send you many, many blessings and look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. And we made it before the rain. Yay! Have a great day.